Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I have no idea. Fusion! Ha! But welcome back to this best of 3 series between Team All-Star and Team Luna in our round of 16.
That is
The
right.
first game was taken by Team All-Star in a fairly commanding fashion.
26-8.
26-8, and it was unfortunate because that was the first time we saw Yuri this tournament.
Yeah,
and
it didn't do so hot.
They stayed on top of that Yuri. They knew what the priority was, and they made sure that priority was the center of their strategy. In this game, maybe we've got something different happening. Maybe Luna can bring this back. What do you think?
Well, I mean, they clearly had some smart pickups, but their early game was definitely a little shaky. And as I said, slippery slope. Once you get a snowball going, it's really hard to stop, especially when it becomes an avalanche. So this game is actually not Aggie at all. We actually are going to go see a little more of the Knots universe, but
Really?
It has been a place we've been to before. It's going to be Ribbit 4.
Oh.
No Yuris this round. In fact, actually, I'm a little interested in how this draft went because this matchup has 2 pennies.
What?
2 pennies.
All right, well, Team All-Star sitting there
pennies for
pretty
your
with... So, Team All-Star sitting there pretty with Penny and Vinny and Spike and Raylan. On the other side, Team Luna, we've got Frog, we've got Coco, and we've got Penny again. So both teams sporting a Penny, but then the rest of the team having very different takes on the same role. Vinny to Frog and Raylan to Coco.
Yep.
And in all cases, it's all about the burst and the long-range follow-up.
It is. And, in terms of, again, I can really talk from a Coco's perspective. Whenever I see a Raylan, I'm just like, yes. Because when a Raylan actually starts for a snipe, you can actually throw a ball and dollars to donuts, you're going to hit it because she cannot move. Of course, the snipe is very immobile in that regard. So I do like kind of that counter there coming out from the Luna, but at the same time, the creep pushing potential of a Raylan is, earlier at least, is almost unmatched against that.
Particularly if they build
Coco.
into Time Rift. Particularly if they build into Time
flying
Rift.
droids are really nasty to deal with. But again, it is Ribbit 4. So Spike Dash from the All-Stars as well. If we get the range on that, you can actually hover under floors and start pushing down towers, start hitting creeps, hitting people above it. So
creative use of dash is definitely going to be a factor in this.
Creative, quote unquote.
Hey, I like the word creative. It's a good word, okay?
So my 2 cents on this is I'm really interested to see what 2 pennies are going to do.
I'm really interested to see what the pennies end up doing because there are very different playstyles you can do. All right, and let's go ahead and get this match started. So as we said before, we are on Ribbit 4. On the red team for Team All-Stars, we've got Duckman Drake on the Raylan. We've got Daniel Will on the Penny and Harry Butchers on the Vinny and Spike, showing a lot of variety this tournament between playing Vinny, Skoldier, and one other character I can't think of off the top of my head. Mr. Pepui playing a very different character in Foxy. We've got Cluna playing Frog again, and we've got Luna God playing a Coco this time. Time Rift and a Cloud coming out. Now, lots of zone and area denial coming out of Team All-Stars here in this game.
Now, again, like a lot of this map is definitely controlling the middle, controlling the vertical shaft here, because it is going to be the primary vehicle between the top lane, between the bottom line. Otherwise, you have to literally just hoof it, and that's just not nearly as fast. So pennies are chasing pennies, but Harry Butchers, I want to say, is going to stay mostly in this top area. Let's see if they can actually capitalize a kill on top of Cluna. He's dodging really well, but cooldowns are about to be up, and yeah, that's going to be the first blood on the Frog, and that's actually going the way of All-Stars.
And Missy Pepui not looking so hot either, but he's going to probably get away considering that playing Penny hard to kill. But a really good pick off on Cluna. I think that was just really bad placement, got caught in a really bad place at a bad time. And that's what ended up being the story of that kill there.
Duckman Drake with those snipes, they're going to be pretty much on point. You can guarantee that. And you saw his positioning, right? You don't actually aim where you're going to hit. You then just kind of jerk towards it in a sudden movement. That way you don't really give a lot of notice to whoever you're trying to target down.
And
like
speaking of advanced notice, we've got Frog getting picked off by that snipe there, and that's a base level snipe. Other items include Solar Crab, called the Solar Cloud on the Vinny right now. But that's and now it has the crab burgers to go with it. So Harry Butcher's going for that late game and going for the stall tactic, getting all the solar he possibly can and healing himself at the same time. Everybody else has base abilities right now. But
good to see.
Yeah, it is good to see. But to top it all off, we've also got a lot of solar deficit already. Kluna now sitting at 300, which is 200 behind Duckman Drake's Raylan. So this could be tough. Harry Butcher's taking a lot of damage. Mr. Pepui going in for another pounce. And Luna God getting picked off up here. Harry Butcher's suffering a kill in return, however. So 1-for-1 exchange now, 3-1 with Team Luna on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you got to cover both exits here, guys. You got to try to get that Duck, but Duck's actually going to come right back there with Daniel Will. He's looking to create that escape mechanism, but I'm not too sure it's going to be enough. No, it's not. Duck is actually going to drop. Kluna didn't go down. He's actually still going in. He's chasing this Penny.
And unfortunately, his dash just barely missed, so he needs to be really careful. One good pounce or pulse out of Daniel Will, and that will be the end of that particular story. Daniel Will getting pounced, but he manages to pounce away just. That's not going to be a kill for Luna. But they're now 3-2. They're coming back somewhat, and although Kluna is still, behind by a decent amount in terms of their solar, they are able to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, we actually broke the bank there for the Raylan.
Did we?
Yeah, she just picked it up.
Oh my gosh!
We actually got piggy bank as later items, so that not level not level 1, like level 3, for that and Vinny as well.
Yeah, and picked up not only that, but Monkey Hand as well. So sacrificing the blaster for more solar on a kill. If she gets the kills now, that's another 50 extra solar for just getting the kill. So you want to feed the kills now to this Raylan. And with the team coordination that AllStars has, I think that's entirely possible.
Come on, Kluna is looking for that kill on top of the Harry Butchers. Doesn't actually get it. That snipe I don't actually think connected either there from Doug. He got amped for his trouble. But Daniel Will playing a little bit too close, but nope, not close enough. It was Luna God that got burnt instead.
That was really unfortunate to watch, too. I was stuck in a time rift and then body blocked in it. That is never a fun experience.
Monsieur Pepe not actually going to be going up through that elevator, but Harry Butchers, as you said, he's going to set himself up with that cloud, so he's going to go for a little bit more of a mid-late game tower damage, however, starting to really rack up top.
Yeah, and another interesting pickup, Harry Butchers picked up Lone Shark.
Okay. Explain a little bit about that one for me.
Okay, well, the Lone Shark is cool when you get the kill in this case because it works with the Solar Crab Burgers.
Oh,
so when you get the kill, you get
going.
extra HP, right. But that means that there are 2 people on this team that you want to feed kills.
Yeah.
That seems antithetical to me. Okay, so Kluna just going to get away barely as Luna God coming in here and wanting to find a kill. Oh, Harry Butcher's really low. Daniel Will also really low, but they can't find the kill on either of them. Instead, Monsieur Pepui going down on the back end with Duckman Drake now picking up his first Monkey Hand kill of the game.
He had such potential right there, but
that too, especially considering that the 2 of them, that would have been a great couple of kills to have. That would have set them back a decent amount of solar. And
snipe damage coming out now for the
Raylan.
So, as you said, Lone Shark and the Monkey Hand, sure. This just means, though, that, if wow, look at that damage. If Daniel Will takes the kill, he's really, just kind of BMing his teammates. But the other 2, it's up to them. Like, they both got huge burst damage. So it might be a little, what'd you say, antithetical?
Antithetical, yeah.
Right. It might be a little of that, but at the same time, money's money.
It is, and whoever gets the kill at this point, it's going to be good for them. The other thing that I noticed is that Penny's picked up Deathlands. So anytime she lands a pulse, she gets to use her left click as a blaster that does a lot more damage than her normal left click does. And look at her just take out this solar boss super quickly, really easily, without much effort. Yeah, and that's going to be another 20 solar for everybody on the team. The solar advantage now really starting to stack up for Team AllStars already.
On 2 characters. So right now, Penny is lower down. She doesn't have any of those kills. Harry Butcher's got to be very careful, though. Wow, but did both of those pulses actually miss? Well, that's not going to miss Pepe for much longer as he does drop. Daniel Will did take it, though. So of the 3 teammates on red, the guy without the Monkey Hand, without the Lone Shark gets the kill.
That's unfortunate. And Daniel Will now taking out the solar boss here. Kluna maybe looking to pick up a sneak kill on it, but Daniel will decide, maybe not. Luna going to have to run away. Kluna also probably going to have to run away as well. Harry Butchers was looking for something, but he couldn't quite find anything, so he's going to go right back to farming this area down here, and we'll have access to his cloud shortly. Daniel Will pretty hurt, though.
Yeah, but still, the long-range game is actually working out really well here for AllStars. I mean, the big range auto attacks there from Duckman Drake. Of course, he has the triple snipe damage now out there as well. He's been cleaning up creeps left, right, and center. And with the Monkey Hand, that's extra money in his pocket. He's really farming out well. He's just a few solar just ahead here of that Vinny, but as well in the back, I mean, he's able to clear out the creeps. He's able to do this damage, and it's just too much pressure, it looks like, for Luna to handle.
Right, yeah, right now it really does seem that way. Like, they are taking a lot of... Oh, Tweeter's coming out, and almost a kill onto Harry Butchers, but it's just not enough as Luna goes down. Harry Butchers low again. Can Luna God actually end up getting a kill? I don't know. I don't think so, as he gets torn apart by Daniel Will's left click. Yet again, Harry Butcher's now picking up all of his HP again, and Mr. Pepui being the only one left to defend for his team. Daniel Will now going to probably pick up the solar boss over here, and that's going to be a nice and easy 20 solar for everybody on the team. Meanwhile, on this end of things, Duckman Drake is pushing as hard as he can with a base level blaster that's going to end up being weaker than a late game Raylan is normally used to. But currently, Duckman Drake sitting on the 1 kill still. Oh, really strong snipe from that distance.
Yeah. I mean, the snipe, we got the damage in there with those tweeters, and the tweeters, again, not something we've been seeing a lot of the frogs today. Admittedly, we have been watching a lot of King Richard, but he has usually gone in, damage hammer pants for the dash, not exactly the tweeters. I love tweeters, don't get me wrong, and we can actually go right back into the day about it, but ooh, it's not working out as of yet here either. That's going to be a kill again on Monsieur Pepe.
Absolutely, and Kluna's going to just teleport home instead of trying to maybe go for the Daniel Will, who is now low and could have died, but ends up surviving due to a lot of good luck on his end. If Kluna was maybe a little bit more aware of the life pool there, Kluna probably could have got a kill.
What did Raylan just end up? So, like, she has a max snipe now.
Yep, max snipe, and has long range, and finally the new flashy glasses, which reduces the range but increases the damage. So this is going to be a very powerful, very assassination-oriented snipe now, doing 900 damage. That is almost a clunk explode worth of damage. That is obscene.
That is rather strong. And sitting at 9-2, oh, Kluna just could not deal with that level of damage. We do actually get a return kill there. Monsieur Pepe has ended the killing spree of Mr. Daniel Wills. That's going to be feeling good. But I'm sensing a lot of last game in this right now. I mean, we started out strong with the AllStars. We had a little bit of a rise in kills coming out, more or less the mid from Luna. But overall, I mean, again, the map pressure is just not there. They don't have a lot of terror damage on the field, and every fight is on their side of the map.
It is, and it's really unfortunate for them, too, because they could really use the solar that's available in the middle if they could only get to a solar boss. And to get out of this right now might be very, very difficult. Like, Frog would have to go for a very different build than maybe what he's going right now. He would need to go for more burst that works against these flying, like all these characters, and 2 out of 3 of them can practically fly.
And there goes Kluna off screen, but he's going to be dead again. I don't want to look at the death counter right now, but it is starting to really rack up. 11-3 for the kills back and forth. Luna God is actually in some big trouble right here. It's not going to be a snipe worth of damage. In fact, it's not even going to be a dash worth of damage, but it's not going to be a presence that Luna God can keep up. Daniel Will, however, puts up the pressure under there because the pulse will reach through the floor. But at the same time, take the solar boss, more cash money advantage going the way of AllStars.
And that's kind of the story of this thing right now. We've got 1,000 solar on each of the people on Team Luna, and we've got 1,500 to 2,000 solar on any one person on Team AllStars right now, and it's just not looking good.
Tweeters.
Trying to get off the tweeters. The tweeters don't quite hit, and Kluna trying to get in there, do some damage. He's going to actually succeed, and is he going to get out is the question. He's trying his best not to die, but Duckman Drake looking to pick up that kill, and he's going to. Now sitting on 382 solar, going for some damage on Mr. Pepui. Pepui going to do some more damage back to him first.
Yeah, Pepui actually did really good right there. He got the pulse there on top of the Raylan, and he also fended off Mr. Daniel well. But again, a nice avoidance of the laser. Also got that damage, and Duckman Drake could be in a little bit of trouble. Coco's going to try to clean up, but it's just not meant to be. We also got now Vinny coming back into the field, so you got to be aware of that dash coming in. Balls are just not hitting as well here from Luna God. Haven't even talked really about the Coco, but she has a little bit of an interesting build going forth, but it hasn't really landed her a lot of kills.
Yeah, well, she has no damage. She's got 1 rank in Conductor, Thunder Striker, Distance and Speed, But
and board, yeah.
yeah, but and then speed board.
Yeah,
But
there's no ball damage there. You're right.
Yep, so there's no actual damage. And now we've got Duckman Drake, who's like rich as all get out, who might die here if. Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Oh, what was
Wow.
that? Okay, Duckman Drake getting a really good kill off on Cluna there, turning things completely around with a 900 damage snipe. And that is excellent for them. That's a kill that they were not necessarily expecting to get. That is the third kill that Duckman Drake has picked up with Monkey Hand, so it has now paid itself off and given a little bit of extra back. And that's really going to show in a little bit when he goes back for the next time he's going to go shopping. Currently sitting at 2,200 solar at the same time as Vinny, and that is 1,000 solar above practically anyone else on the other team.
Well, there goes Monsieur Pibby is actually going to get, I don't know, Fox's side, Penny's side. I don't know, penny on penny action. Pretty hot. But it's 14-4, going back and forth. The big thing here, as we see Cluna drop, unfortunately again, and probably this turret, look at the item difference right there with the Vinny, with the Raylan. Look at the difference between that and the opponent.
Yeah, it's 1,000 solars worth of stuff now, 1,200 solars worth of items. That is 6 items worth of stuff on average. That is a huge amount, and that 900 damage snipe is proven to be an extremely huge problem for that team as well. Like, I don't think I've seen this in a build in my own queuing before, but this works. This is definitely one way to kill people. It is impressive how much damage Duckman Drake is doing with that build right now.
Harry Butches did not care right there. He happily actually just traded that out. And again, the big combos. Daniel Will takes home Luna God. And that leaves us now with a Froggy to deal hopefully some tweeter damage, but somehow just does not connect. Duckman Drake looking for the snipe, does not grab it.
Nope, but they're going to find this core instead, and now there is an army of droids knocking on this thing's door, and the rocket droid. Cluna is not going to be able to defend this, and that's going to be game. AllStars, you're going to be your winner for Game 2 in this best-of-3 series between AllStars and Team Luna. That was a very commanding game.
Yeah, it was just strong, both games. You know, it was 26-8, 17-5. This one was actually faster than the first, but it's also our second one we see now on Ribbit, and at the same time, again, it's just very kind of one-sided. Once you get that early advantage, I mean, the cash money really kind of paid itself off. You saw Raylan, you know, get immediately into the snipe damage.
Yeah.
You saw her even pick up Piggy Bank, like at level 3. Like, they got a few kills, and they said, why not? Piggy Bank, and then bam, bam, bam. It's just kind of downhill from there. 900 damage snipes are really brutal.
Yeah, particularly when you get them that early in the game and the other team doesn't have the time. Like, they didn't have the time to react by getting pills or anything. They just
Zero pills.
They up and died.
Looking at it, 0 pills.
They up and died. There was
did.
nothing they could really do.
No.
And Daniel Will had a really went for a very cool build by going to damage amp and death pulse laser. So just pounce, left click, and pulse and then left click. That coupled with a 900 damage snipe, that's going to be a 1,000 damage snipe. That's going to be a lot of extra damage on top of there. And
Vinny
then
had all of his.
Vinny was practically maxed. He had double seahorse head. He had the godfish, lots of left click damage. He had silence and size on his cloud as well. Like,
yep.
Vinny was maxed out by the end of that. That's how much money he had.
Oh, across the board, 1,000 plus on all matches. So $3,000 or so in the bank between them. So. Well played. All right, so Ribbit 4, done and dusted. That's going to be it for AllStars as they move on to the round of 8. And speaking of round of 8, we are going to be jumping into that after a quick word here about what the Alienware Awesome Cup is. But as we set that up, tell you a little bit about this. So prizes, what are these guys all fighting for? Well, they're looking for their spots into the qualifying, or well, not qualifying, the actual grand finals, which is going to be end of January. $2,835 to first place in terms of a little bit of cash in their pocket, but 3 of the new Alienware Alphas. Pretty awesome little mobile consoles that actually play Steam. And hey, look at that. Awesome Knots is on Steam. It's a really good buy. You guys should go pick that up if you are watching. 15 copies of Awesome Knots and 3 skin bundles going the way of the winners as well. But second, third, and fourth, they all go home with a little bit of cash. So, you know, again, top 2 of all 4 qualifiers are literally going home paid. It just really depends on how they all shake out. Who goes home with the alphas? Who goes home with just the cash, with skins, with everything. And speaking of skins, Teddy Bear Ayla for everyone in today's qualifier. And they can look forward to that. So, really good stuff coming out from the Alienware here in the Awesome Cup. Big thanks to them. When we return, our first round of 8, best of 3, we'll be waiting for you here on stream. So don't go anywhere.